Good morning. Yesterday I was involved in two different conversations with people about what's going on in our country today. Everybody's concerned about what's going on in our country today, and these people were concerned. Changing gears just a little. All my life, two things that people do really upset me. Number one is people that steal. Number two is people that lie. And that gets amplified when I realize that they're doing it for really no reason. The other night, I was listening to Governor Huckabee on YouTube, and I know some of you don't like the governor, and I kind of do like the governor. But he was talking about the things that had transpired the other day at the Capitol. Specifically about a guy from his home state of Arkansas that went into Speaker Pelosi's office, sat down at her desk, put his feet up on her desk, and took an envelope or document off her desk. And the guy said, "I don't steal anything. I left a quarter on the desk." Governor Huckabee said, "You stole it. You need to be put in jail." Anybody that takes something without permission that isn't theirs is stealing. And Governor Huckabee was right. Politically, those two probably agree on a lot of issues. But stealing is stealing. Wrong is wrong. Right is right. When Brian was a young boy, elementary school age, we were coming home from church one night, and he said this little rhyme in the car. Da 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 da, daddy, da 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 da, and went on. And I said, "Brian, that is horrible." And he said, "It doesn't matter, Dad. You can put anybody's name in there, and it's still funny." And he was right. But I still didn't want him going around telling that little rhyme to other kids. Well, the same kind of thing is true of an old joke that went around when I was a young kid and still goes around today. How can you tell when a used car salesman is lying? How can you tell when an attorney, when a school teacher, even a preacher is lying? The answer to that, and I don't want to offend anybody, is when their lips are moving. Well, I don't care which side of the argument you are on. Today, you can almost say that same thing about news anchors and politicians. How do you know when a news anchor is lying? How do you know when a politician is lying? The joke would be when their lips are moving. And if you're on one side of this equation, you think these anchors and these politicians are lying. And if you're on the other side of this equation, you think these anchors and these politicians are lying. How does the country ever get straightened out? I want to read this morning from Leviticus chapter 19, beginning in verse 11. Verse 11 starts out and says, "Do not steal. Do not lie. Do not deceive one another. Do not swear falsely by my name and so profane the name of your God. I am the Lord. Do not defraud your neighbor or rob him. Do not hold back the wages of a hired man overnight. Do not curse the deaf or put a stumbling block in front of the blind, but fear your God. I am the Lord. Do not pervert justice. Do not show partiality to the poor or favoritism to the great, but judge your neighbor fairly. Do not go about spreading slander among your people. Do not do anything that endangers your neighbor's life. I am the Lord. Do not hate your brother in your heart. Rebuke your neighbor frankly, so that you will not share in his guilt. Do not seek revenge or bear a grudge against one of your people, but love your neighbor as yourself. I am the Lord. Keep my decrees. Be safe. Stay well out there.